JD Talkin Sports. I think I'm here live. I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah, I'm live. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How about today? An amazing fact: a Jet and Giant quarterback have both won their conferences Player of the Week. Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets, whatever you want to call him, and Zach Wilson, both going into big games. Talked to Rob earlier today, and I told him, well, we talked about it, that he thinks the Giants go 3-1 the rest of the way. Philly twice, New Orleans, and the Rams. Stafford has thrown 3 straight games with 3 touchdown passes. That is the active leader in the NFL in that category. Justin Jefferson is going to play against the Bengals. We'll see how that goes this weekend. I was reading some stuff, I guess, on the company, and I always, Josh, help me out here. I always it doesn't flow in my head. It was the company, now it's the company. They, on their message boards on Twitter, which are phenomenal, which I might add are phenomenal. We're talking about Kayvon Thibodeau says, I'm playing a lot better, from 4 sacks to 11.5 sacks. He's doubled his tackles for loss. I mean, he's done everything. Yes. Oh, Adjacy. Company Adjacy. It's all their names together. Adjacy. Company Adjacy was talking about it. Thibodeau has played a lot better this year than he has last year, and I take that as all more pressures. I was going to look up some pressure stats actually. Oh, and the Jonas Brothers are going to play. So Company Adjacy is going to the February 18th, the Sunday, Islanders, Rangers at MetLife. And the Jonas Brothers are going to play a concert on Saturday. I guess we missed the concert when we go to the game on Sunday, and they want to tailgate too. But I saw that. And the Giants, I forgot about this, snapped their 8-game losing streak on Monday Night Football while also handing the Packers their first loss in December. Matt LaFleur is now 16-1. They hadn't won on Monday night since 2018, and LaFleur is now 16-1 in December as the Green Bay Packers head coach. Morning Blitz, if you haven't got the newsletter, it is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Love it. Love it a lot. And, yeah. And Josh is always here for me. So, Josh, I appreciate it. Yes, it's cold out. It's freezing. I also talked to my buddy Treetop today. Riley Leonard broke his leg against the Notre Dame defense last year, and now he's going to be the quarterback, and he's hoping, I don't know if that bodes well, but he brought up to me that Duke defensive end transfer R.J. Oben, a commit to Notre Dame, or Notre Duke, as he calls it, because you know him now, Riley Leonard. And I said, I think he's a brother in the NFL. I was wrong. He went to Jersey City, St. Peter's Prep, where I know some people, it's a big sports school here in Jersey, is home to 2022 offensive line prospect Andre Oben. His father, Roman, played 12 years in the NFL, making 130 starts and a total 143 games. R.J. Oben, the brother of Andre, is a defensive end at Duke. Smart kids. I call it Duke Dame. Notre Duke sounds better than Duke Dame to me. So, Treetop, I said you'd be in the show today. I'll tell him you're in the first 5 minutes, and he'll be very happy about that. Yankees recap was excited. I'll tell you, Bumble said to me that the Mets are one of 3 teams that are in the running for Yamamoto, that the San Francisco Giants gave the same $700 million offer for Ohtani. That didn't happen. They got the kid from Korea, 25-year-old, signed for a 6-year, $113 million? Yeah, Jung Hoo Lee, 6-year, $113 million with the Giants, includes an opt-out after 4 years. John Heyman was on it. I mean, that's a positive. So the Giants got him instead. Now, this is not good for all you Yankee or Met fans out there. Yamamoto met with Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman when he had his meeting with the Dodgers. Or as, when I lived out there, it was the Doyers. Yeah. Oh, adjacy is short slang for adjacent. Company adjacent. Adjacy. So, adjacy. Adjacy. Is that how I pronounce it then? Adjacent. Adjacent. I don't know. I just see. I don't know. My brain is not computing. Today, Michigan's niece's boyfriend is his nickname is Blackbeard. He did the Appalachian Trail, and he did the what he did. He did the one from Mexico down to from Canada. Yep, Canada down to Mexico. The Midwest. I forget what it's called. The whatever. He is a huge hiker. I said, what was the most you did on this one? I think it was 5 months, 500 miles more than the Appalachian Trail. Continental Divide. That's what I think he did. Continental Divide. He said the most they did in a day was 37 miles. 37 miles. And he said they were wiped the next day. Me, I'd be wiped. So today, I walked from the apartment. I walked, I'm definitely saying it's wrong. So it's adjacent. Adjacent. Company adjacent. Would you say it that way? Adjacent? Company adjacent? Adjacent. Company adjacent. Adjacent. Oh. Adjacent. Company adjacent. Company adjacent. Company adjacent. Is that right? Company adjacent? Would you say it that way, Josh? Would that be a better way? Company adjacent? These would be adjacent. Company adjacent. Int. Company adjacent. I think that's better, right? Is that more? Is that acceptable? Company adjacent. Like adjacent. So yes. I don't know. Did he say something else? Yes. Company adjacent. Company adjacent. Like adjacent. Company adjacent. And so we talked about that. Thank you. You gave me thank you. Thank you. And so Blackbeard would do like 20, 30 miles a day. So today I walked from the apartment. We live, so I walked about 75 blocks to my client, had to walk to my ex-client, then I had to walk home. So today I did 11.21 miles today, which pales in comparison to what they've done. So, but hey, 25,000 steps. We do what we can do, and then we go from there. But congrats on Tommy Cutlets. Congrats and Treetop. Thank you for that about Duke. Or Notre Duke, as we call them. I thought that was kind of funny. NFL salary cap from 2019, 188 million. Next year, it's going to be 240 projected. Thank you, Front Office Sports. My buddy Jason has to be ecstatic because Max Duggan, Chargers, added to their active roster, had a terrible, terrible championship game last year against Georgia. Was not on the active roster. I think he was cut. Well, now you have Justin Herbert out for the year. You have Easton Stick, North Dakota State quarterback. Championship quarterback is going to start Thursday night. I don't think Keenan Allen did not practice. I don't know if he'll play, but Max Duggan, maybe he'll get some snaps in the next couple of weeks. And I saw this from Christopher Price, Trent Brown. I don't know if he's a big fan, but I was talking to, the whole thing on the company at JC today about, Bill Belichick, would the Bills take him, because he's from a heated rival. And, I brought up Patino went from Kentucky to Louisville. I guess that would be kind of like Krzyzewski going from Duke to North Carolina. People might be upset about it, but if he wins some championships, people forget about everything, and the Bills haven't won anything. You bring Belichick in, and I agree with Rob, bring him in as a coach, not as a GM. I don't want him as a GM. And I don't know, and I talked to Rob too, I'm not a big fan of Josh McDaniels coming along. I think Brady might be I don't think Brady has to go as the offensive coordinator, but he probably will at the end of the season unless, I don't know if they're going to get rid of McDermott because, if they make the playoffs, that's not going to happen, but we're going to see what happens. And I was kind of curious about all that because, if he's a hated rival, but if he wins there, then, isn't that all that matters? If Brady came to the Jets instead of going to Tampa Bay and they won a championship, everybody like, well, who gives a shit? The Jets won a championship. Johnny Damon wasn't a real he was a Red Sox, but he did beat the Yankees. Then he comes over to the Yankees and wins a championship. There's been guys who've come from heated rivalry. I was thinking about too, because Michigan can't stand Bergeron. Is that Bergeron from the Bruins? Can't stand him. But I'm wondering if he came to the Rangers and he helped the Rangers win a cup, she'd forget everything, wouldn't he? Wouldn't she? She would, right? That's what I would think. Most fans would forget all that. So that was kind of interesting. They have really good, I'm in a chat group, and they're always talking about something on there. And today is the anniversary of of Conor McGregor beating Aldo in 13 seconds, which started his rise and led him to superstardom. I mean, I just watched that. I mean, before the fight starts and from when the fight ends, like his whole life changed overnight. I mean, he was working on the dole, basically. They said, he was making no money. He was doing carpentry work or whatever he was doing in Ireland. He went from there to being a billionaire. And I mean, overnight, things change. And today's the 40th anniversary of the Nuggets. Shit, what was that game? The Nuggets, 186, 184. Nuggets versus the. I'm trying to think. I saw it today, and I remember. I don't think I watched any of the game, but I do remember the game. Yeah, 40 years ago today, 186, 184. Nuggets beat the visiting Pistons in triple overtime. Highest scoring game in the league, 78 years. Just 2 3-pointers made in the game. And Kiki Vandeweghe was like, hey, he said, listen, doesn't matter. I don't care how well we played, but, we lost the game. Yeah, you scored a lot of points, but so you lost the game. 186. I forgot about that. I was like, holy shit, that was a blowout. I mean, a blowout of points. 186 in triple overtime. 40 years ago today. That's when you're getting old. And Trent Brown, I also read today, Tom Curran, who covers the Patriots, said that Belichick was basically given his walking papers, was told he's not going to come back when they lost to when they lost in Frankfurt to the Colts, and he's under contract for next year, but that he was basically given his walking papers, and he said, I'm thinking about KC this week. We're supposed to be the Monday night game, but it got pushed. Instead, we're going to have, I think, the Eagles, Seahawks on Monday night. I think that's the Monday night game this week. And they said he's gone, so we're going to see where he's going to go, and I could see him going to Buffalo, but that's if Buffalo collapses this year. If Buffalo makes the playoffs, I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to see what happens going forward, but time will, yeah, we shall see. So Trent Brown, farewell to Malik Cunningham, where he wrote, "Go flourish where your talents are respected, little brother, for life, little brother for life." I mean, I think sometimes Belichick rubs people the wrong way. And Peyton Manning went to 10 minutes with Mike McDaniels, for the Manningcast, and McDaniels in a tweet, a text message back wrote, "Fuck yes, you're fucking Peyton Manning, bro." I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. So they said decided against Indy November 12th that he was done, Bill Belichick. But I thought that was kind of funny. Mike McDaniel was like, "Fuck yes, you're fucking Peyton Manning." Yeah, bro. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's make it happen. And Tyreek Hill this year is almost 300 yards ahead. 97, 15, 42, 12 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 90 for 1258, 7 touchdowns. He's leading receivers right now. CeeDee Lamb, 96 for 1253, 8 touchdowns. Keenan Allen has 108 in 13 games, 1243, 7 touchdowns. And Puka Nacua, 82 catches, 1,113 yards, 4 touchdowns. Puka Nacua from BYU, the rookie, is definitely going to be Rookie of the Year. I mean, I think so. I would think so. I mean, he's having a hell of a year. And Mostert has 18 touchdowns. CMC has 17. Hill and Hurts have 12, and Josh Allen has 10. And that's just rushing. That's crazy. And Big Ben thinks the Steelers' traditions such as the tough football and steel curtain are done. And I don't, I think it died before. Okay, they won 2 Super Bowls. Congrats to them. They should have never beaten the Cardinals. Connor should have beat him that Super Bowl. And the one he won against the Seahawks in Detroit in the buses in Bettis' last game, they still talk about how the refs blew that game for the Seahawks. Seahawks should have won that game. And what did he throw for, like 40 yards in that game, Big Ben? So he won good Super Bowl. And, I think he played in 3, if I'm correct. How many Super Bowls did Big Ben play in? Did he play in 3? That's what I was looking for. Big Ben, how many Super Bowls? Yeah, I'm using some new technology today. Well, I have a bunch of... Yeah, I thought he played in 3. I could be wrong. So I was trying to see Big Ben Super Bowls. Big Ben Super Bowls. No. Super Bowl. Okay. He played in 2. Big Ben. How was Big Ben? Wanted to see Super Bowl wins. Super Bowl wins, rings. Yes. They lost about in the Packers, 31-25. So he went to 3. I knew he went to 3. I mean, I would say that's a pretty goddamn good career. You win 2 or 3. I mean, I would say that's pretty goddamn good. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's the only one that Aaron Rodgers ever won. Yeah. You know what? I think everything's changed. I think they had the teams that were great, and those teams are gone, and that's the way it goes. You know, I mean, it happens. I mean, you go from being the steel curtain and everything to just times change. I mean, Tomlin hasn't had the team back. When was the last Steelers' last NFC Championship game? It's been a while. Steelers' last Super Bowl appearance was Steelers Super Bowls. Yeah, it's been a while, right? It's been 8 Super Bowls. Okay, so they lost. Was that no? Oh, they last one was 2009. Can't be. They went 2011, 2006, 2009. You're just going through all the wins, dude. I don't want all the wins. Why do they suck? Yeah, that's 2000. So 2011. Wow, it's been a while. Yeah. So I mean, times change. I mean, hey, there's Rob. So yeah, I mean, I hear what Big Ben's saying, but you know, you don't have a quarterback right now. You got Kenny Pickett, you got Trubisky who's going to play who started the next game. Pickett's out again. You now they aren't happy how they handled T.J. Watt, that he went back in the game with concussion. That they're reviewing what happened there. I'm more amazed you have doctors in the field. And there was a guy in a game a couple weeks ago I was watching. I think it was a guy from the Chargers, took a massive hit, went back into play, and then they yanked him out of the game. I'm like, everybody saw it on TV how he took a shot like that. And I think at every stadium they have somebody checking all that stuff out, and they let him go back in the game, and they came back out. Now, thank God they do that now. I mean, Big Ben took himself out of a game with a concussion. You would think guys wouldn't, but you know what? Now you see the guys with CTE and everything, and they got to take care of themselves. I mean, if not, you know, bad shit's going to happen. Bad shit. And LA's getting the 2027 Super Bowl. But yeah, I think it's changed. I definitely think it's changed. It's the Steelers aren't the Steelers anymore. I mean, they're not having losing seasons, but they're not playing for anything. They haven't been to a Super Bowl since 2011. It's been a long time. Oh, Rob wants to join? All right. Well, if you want to join for a little bit, then I'm going to go off. All right. Let's see if I thought he couldn't talk. All right. Here we go. Let's see if he comes on. And that's it with let's see if he comes on. All right. Let me see.